Hey y'all, hey gardeners. Today is going to be harvesting day. So I wanted to make a quick video on that because y'all, I am so excited. I have not one, but two cucumbers. I have two cucumbers that are ready to be harvested in my cucumber plants. So, yes, I'm excited. We're going to be harvesting some cucumbers. And I also wanted to talk about what signs, especially for those who are newbies like myself, how do you know when cucumbers are ready to be harvested? So, we're going to be talking about that in this video as well. I am so excited, y'all. I am so excited when I saw the cucumbers. And by the way, we have been getting a lot of rain the past several days. And yeah, so the plants have really been soaking it all up, and especially the cucumbers, because, there'll be a couple of inches one day, and then the next day they're like, full grown, ready to be taken out. Yes, so we've been getting some rain. The babies are ready to be taken out of there. They're ready to be free. So we're going to be doing that in this video. Let's go ahead and check out my cucumber plants. And yeah, so this is how my cucumber plant is looking. I have a total of 4 plants in this container. And by the way, for those of you who are growing cucumbers in containers, I have a total of 4 plants in here. I have a trellis that's in the middle, and I put 2 cucumbers on both sides of the trellis for a total of 4 cucumbers. Just to give you an idea of the size of container that you're going to need. But this is how my cucumber plant is looking. And I had to extend my trellis and build, look at this, all the way to the sky because they're getting taller and taller, y'all. But these two are what we are going to be harvesting today. All right. Now, I do have I have 2 other cucumber plants that I'm growing, y'all. So I think the terminology for that is called succession planting. I could be wrong, don't quote me. But, once this is all done, bearing all of its fruits, I have these two in the container that is growing as well. I included bush bean. So that's bush bean that's right next to it. But this is how the trellis is looking for that one. So it goes up and then comes down. And I think it's a total of about 10 feet or so. So I think it's tall enough to support the growing cucumbers. So yeah, I'm excited because I do have cucumbers that are growing right behind this main one. So I wanted to mainly talk about things that you need to be on the lookout for to let you know that your cucumbers are ready to be harvested. So the first thing is the size. The variety that I have is, I think I have the Market More 76. If I'm not mistaken, I have to go back and look at the seed packet. But you want to look at the size for this variety. If they are at least 6 to 8 inches long, then that tells you that they are ready to be harvested. You also want to look at the color, okay? So it should be consistent, medium, dark green. And if it's turning yellow, then it's overripe and maybe bitter when you harvest it. So don't wait until the cucumber turns yellow. Make sure that it's at least a good 6 to 8 inches and it's also green, right? So you see the bottom, like it's starting to turn yellow. I mean, it's not that bad, but you don't want to wait until it turns yellow because I researched that's when it gets bitter. And you also want to check for firmness, okay? It should feel firm. It should feel firm to the touch. It shouldn't be soft or squishy. So that's another good indication that it's ready to be harvested. And the other interesting thing that I learned is that cucumbers, once they are pollinated, they fully grow 8 to 9 days later after the cucumber flower has been pollinated, which was a pretty interesting fact. So, you know how, like, we have the male flowers, and then we also have the female flowers, which has the little cucumber at the end. So once the female flower has been once it has been pollinated, this should grow into a full-size cucumber in about 8 to 9 days. So you need to be checking them daily to harvest them at the ideal time and not wait. So let's go ahead and harvest these two right now. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and harvest this first. I hope you guys can see because I have you propped up right now and it's pretty sunny out here. So got my shears and we're just going to cut it. That's a pretty looking cucumber, I must say. For a first timer, I'd have to say this is a pretty nice looking cucumber. Y'all, I don't even have my harvest basket. I'll be right back. So here's my harvest bowl. Let's go ahead and cut the other one. Now, the more you harvest the cucumbers, if you're harvesting them when they're ready, that's going to, I don't know what happened to my tool here. I got this from Dollar Tree, y'all, so what do you expect, right? But the more you harvest the cucumber, that's gonna encourage the plant to produce more fruit. So harvest them when you're supposed to. So I just harvested the other one. All right, and there you have it. I am going to enjoy these tonight. I am so excited. I mean, this is what this journey is about. Look at that. We just had, look at this bee. I love it. My cucumber plants are getting pollinated. But anyways, if you are new to gardening, this is what this is about. This is what it's about, y'all. This is exactly what it's about. I've been looking forward to growing cucumbers since I started planting them, right? Since I started them. So, and as you can see, we have plenty more that are gonna be coming up soon. You know, they're just everywhere, y'all. I have to hand pollinate this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have to hand pollinate this. But yeah, they're everywhere, y'all. So I am going to enjoy these. I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. Don't forget to check out my previous videos on the channel, and I will see you all in the next one.